Okay, you guys. So yes, this is the Family Life Budget Annual Financial Planner. She is sexier this year. She has some new pages, and we are ready to hold you accountable every step of the way with every page. We got some old stuff, we got some new stuff, so let's dive right in. So we have the same cover that is plastic, very durable. It's frosted. We have the coil bound planner, which is a undated 12-month planner. This comes in black or clear, and we have a choice of three different ladies this year, four different ladies this year. And so this is my bun lady. She's my statement doll. And then we get into our statement and what we're all about, what the planner is all about, and where you can find us on our socials. Then we get into our logo here. And then we get into what the planner is based upon. Write the budget down, make it plain so that you can run with it, right? Then we have our dashboard here, budget your life. And then you can personalize it with a decal that you can order separately and put it either on the front of your planner along here, or you can put it inside your planner or wherever you see fit. So then we get into some more dashboards. We have one that just exemplifies where we're trying to go. We're not trying to be spiteful. We just trying to go ahead and use those that spitefully try to get at us to grow. Okay. So this is exemplary. It says every damn brick they try to throw at you, use it to stand on. Go ahead. Just use it to stand on. Get a leg up, right? So then the planner is basically focusing you to face outcomes clearly, utilizing a system. Okay, so that's what focus means to us. Then we jump into our 2023-2024 planner calendars. So 2023-2024, you could use this for whatever, tracking holidays, anniversaries, birthdays, paychecks, pay dates. You could use it for a plethora of things. We like to track our paychecks on here. It's just easier when we're planning later in the budget. So then when we turn over again, we have one big word for the year of 2023. Whatever that one big word is for you. Last year, my word of the year was diligence. The year before that, I believe it was set apart. So whatever the one big word is for you, you want to brainstorm that out, write it down. It says, who are you? You are chosen. You are beautiful. You are a gem. Okay, then we get into the mindset portion. That's kind of the mindset. This kicks it off. And then we jump into our mindset portion here, where you are going to map out your 2023. I will give y'all a peek of my, you could do anything here, but last year I did a vision board here. So yes, this is what I work towards. And I'm still working on some of these goals, but some of these goals I did accomplish. So I'm really excited about that. Okay. And then, so you can map this out however you want. It's a blank portion up here. And then down here is a dot grid. And it says, release your thoughts and free your mind of clutter. Okay, and you're just going to map it out for 2023, what you want to accomplish. Then we're going to get into the vision board. Again, your word of the year that you finally come to decide on your one big word. You want to write it down here. You want to write your vision statement down. As I said, our vision statement is based upon Habakkuk 2:2, but we also use, we might come up with a personal vision statement for our lives. But the vision statement of the planner is Habakkuk 2:2. So then we get into our three main goals that we want to do for the year and our why statements that are driving those. And then some three very high arching action steps to go through so that we can go ahead and map out a plan of how we're going to get those goals accomplished. And then we have our verse of the year here. And that could be a Bible verse. It could be a poem. It could be, a song lyric. It could be just about anything. Okay. Then we want to map out our quarters. We got the first quarter, second, third, fourth, and you can begin to just break down these goals and their action items a little bit more intently. And it has little check off lists on this side that you could use to check off things as you are working through your quarters. Then here in the project section, if you have projects for work, if you have projects for business, if you have projects for home, you can go ahead and use this section to map out your projects, the start and end date, the estimated cost, and then here you can use the supplies and things that are needed to get those things done. And then you have a notes section at the back of the mindset section. And then we get into the debt management section. And over here, you're going to have your debt checklist. You're going to begin to map out your debts and priority of payoff, whether it's via the avalanche method, which is the highest interest rate, or the snowball method, which is the lowest balance. So you can do that. And down here it says, it always seems impossible until it's done. Isn't it the truth with the debt? So, and then you have over here, you can start to check things off as you've paid them off. And then you can break down what 5 debts you're going to be working on this year. If there's more, that's fine. But for the planner, I have 5 here, and it breaks it down throughout the year and how you're going to be making payments and then the new balance for each month of the year. And then you have monthly cash flow. So this is really helpful. Once you've paid off all of your bills, what is your monthly cash flow so that you can then use those to start your emergency fund to save for the goals that you want to accomplish for maybe your business or a vacation or your wedding or your new home or whatever the case may be. And this is where you're going to track that cash flow. And then you have a notes section. And then we get into the savings. And as we always say, you cannot deposit excuses. So you need to deposit money into that savings account. So let's work hard at trying to save. And we have our emergency fund tracker. Everybody needs an emergency fund. These, of course, my favorite drink is coffee. So I designed this to be a coffee emergency fund tracker with cute little coffee cups. So I hope you guys like them. And you can write the number in here, and then you can also color the cup in to track it, and it has a more visual aesthetic appeal, which will keep you fun and in your planner. Keep it fun and in your planner. Then we have a little savings promise mantra here, how you're going to stay on task, how you're going to stay on target with your savings promise. Some people like to say 5,000 a year, 10, 20, 15. If that's your goal, then we want you to write it down here. We want you to be accountable to it. We want you to sign off on it. We want you to make sure that you have a date for your planner. And I see I put 2022 in here still, so I do need to update that. But this here is your savings promise. It will look like this with 2023. Okay. Then as you're making your savings, you're going to go ahead and transfer that over to this side of the planner. Whatever number you come up with here, you're going to map it out according to your pay dates, and you're going to make your deposits so that you can reach that number by the last week of the year, the 52nd week. Then what is new to the planner, because yes, I am a realtor and I wanted to bring something into the planner that was really going to help people that are serious about saving for their home, is a new home tracker. And you can use this for anything. It doesn't just have to be for a down payment. It could be for renovations. It could be for projects. It could be for the down payment money that you need to save for the new home. This tracker can be used for anything that you need in your new home. It could be for furniture. It could be for like I said, a renovation project. So whatever it is that you need, this new home tracker is going to help you. And then you can write it all down here. You can write your ideas down of what you need and how you're going to go about tracking those expenses for your new home. And it says down here, there is no substitute for hard work. You just got to plug away at it. Just got to keep being consistent and do it. And then we have a blank sheet here. I like to leave some blank pages in the planner so that you can have some space to just spread out in this planner. It is a working planner. It's a some people don't want to carry this size around. It could be a desk planner. I can carry it in my tote no matter where I go. I like to have my planner with me sometimes just to check up on things. But these blank pages help for you to just jot notes down and different things like that. So now we're getting into the net worth section of the planner, and we're going to analyze our net worth with our beginning net worth, the starting debt, and our starting savings balances. And then we're going to go into what we want to plan to pay off. And then we're going to track everything on a monthly basis, our expenses, our debts, our giving, and our savings, just to have a annual snapshot of what it is that we have going on. And then at the end of the year, we're going to fill in all of these balances, our ending debt, our ending savings, our year-end net worth, so that we can transfer it to our next planner when we purchase it without having to dig through all the pages. And it says your mind, more than your actions, determines your net worth. So who you hang around can determine your net worth. Like they often say your network is your net worth. Okay, and that's by Robert Kiyosaki. Then we get into how to calculate your net worth. And these are your personal net worth worksheets. We have our assets here, and continuing over here, and then we have our liabilities. And what net worth basically is assets minus liabilities equals your net worth. So take all of this, add all of your total assets up, subtract your total liabilities, and that's your net worth. So I have a quote down here by Sandra Simmons that says, managed money works harder, goes further, and accomplishes more than spending money without a plan. This is your plan, guys. Pick this up, create a plan, and let's get into it, because you're going to need this to track your finances, to keep the accountability of your goals. So this is a password and subscription sheet, and you can use that for whatever. It doesn't necessarily have to be used for that, but sometimes I like to jot things down in here. Then it says, of course, budget over everything. We're going to budget till the wheels fall off. This is an annual, a weekly budgeting planner. I also have a monthly one, and I will give an overview of that one as well. Says budget over everything. Everything is basically the same except for the contents of the monthly portion of the planner. So then you have the perpetual calendar, and you could just use this to just plan out your year, your vacations, your conferences, your birthdays, your holidays, your anniversaries. When do you need gift money? When do you need travel money? When do you need to pay those expenses that are semi-annually or annually? Those are the things that you want to write down in here. And this is the first 6 months, and then this is the second 6 months. And then you have your bill tracker here, and that's just going to be all of your bills, and then you're going to check that you've paid them off every month. And you got your master plan in the making, just a notes page here. And then we have a quote by Zig Ziglar. It says, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. I need you guys to get started in this planner. I need you to do it. And if you get into it before the January the 28th, you get 10% off. So January, we have a dashboard here that says, be a game changer. The world is already full of players. We don't need any more players. Change the world by changing your finances. We have our monthly layout, very simple, very clean, very succinct, undated, as mentioned previously. Then we get into the month, and we want to brain dump every month. We want to declutter our minds, and we want to begin to see how we're breaking those goals down from annually to quarterly. Now we're at a monthly level, okay? And it says, for I know the plans I have for you, they are plans to give you a hope in the future, Jeremiah 29:11. And then you're going to map out what you want to do over here. You're going to really dig down into the steps of it. You're going to get into the meat and the potatoes right here on this monthly focus, and you're going to write down goal 1, all the action steps. Goal 2, all the action steps. Goal 3, all the action steps. Around here, this is your monthly focus. What are you focusing on? This is the month. And then this here these are your focus steps. And then you can color this little window in for your progress and see how you're doing. So for every goal here, you color in a box here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if this is all filled up, then this should be also. Okay, then we get into the paycheck at a glance. There are 4 of these in here. You're going to write in your paycheck date, your income amount, your starting balance, and then your income minus your expenses equal what's left over. So this is your income that you've calculated from your income amount that you got from your paycheck plus your starting balance, and then your income here. These are all your expenses. Total them up, put that here, and whatever's left over can begin to go to your variable expenses, to your sinking funds, to your savings, to your debt. Okay, and that's 4 of those in the month. Okay, and then we get into our expense trackers, and we want to track our expenses. That's how we're going to win at saving money. We're going to be able to see where our money's going, and we're going to track it so that we can be clear about what we're spending our money on, so that we can add more to savings or add more to our home purchase or our projects, instead of just spending it on eating out or, you know, things that really aren't accomplishing your goals. So it says expense tracker. Beware of little expenses. A small leak will sink a great ship. Benjamin Franklin. And this is almost like your check register. You're going to start with the month and the starting balance. You got your date, whatever account it's coming out of, the transaction, the category, the withdrawal in dollars and cents, the deposit in dollars and cents, and then the ending balance. Okay, and you get 2 expense trackers. And then you get the Where's My Money page. And this is going to sum up all that you have put in your expense tracker for the month. And you're going to do a summation of it. So my eating out, my grocery, my you know, the most of these are going to be your variable expenses, your business expenses, your beauty expenses, different things like that. The budget categories that you have made up in your budget you'll put them down here, and you will track them month after month after month. Okay. And then I have a little note down here of how to calculate the % of your income for each budget category. And then we want to check in. We want to have some ownership of how we did each month, because sometimes these months we don't do so well, and then we don't check in with ourselves, and we beat ourselves up, or we get off track and we don't get back on because we don't feel good about it. But if we check in and we talk to ourselves and we understand what has happened, then we can propel ourselves to do better the next time. And if we're not able to, that's where Rodney and I come in. We are the accountability that you need. Contact us, get in touch with us, email us, Facebook, Instagram. We're also starting a new budget club that is going to be virtual and in person, where you can jump into a 90-minute session once a month and just really go for the questions and the accountability that you absolutely need. And then at the end of the month, you have a notes page to jot some things down. And then each month continues just like that. So this is February. Budgeting is the first step toward financial freedom. And then we go through the whole thing again. Then we have March, which is I vibed it, then I real lifed it. I want y'all to vibe this budget and then real life it, okay? Then this one is April. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments by Jim Rohn. Then we have May. A debt problem is, at its core, a budgeting problem. Natalie Pace. And that is the truth. You guys, we are working on some debt, and we really, really need to get back to nailing it to the wall. And then we have June. What you focus on is what multiplies. Don't focus on spending. Focus on budgeting. Budgeting will help multiply your savings and help you accomplish those goals. So that's June. Then we have July. When I lost all of my excuses, I found all of my results. I need you guys to find your results this year in 2023. It's time. The market is shifting, and you guys really need to jump in so that you are aware of what what possibilities your finances hold. Then we have July. August. If you're always trying to be normal, you will never know how amazing you can be. Normal people don't always budget. So you need to be the overachiever, the one that stands out in the crowd. Don't be normal, because at the end of the day, you can be absolutely amazing at this. And that was by Maya Angelou. September, don't go broke trying to look rich. We don't have time for that in 2023. We're trying to not look the part. We're trying to actually be the part, okay? So now we're into October, and it says, We Rise by Lifting Others by Robert Ingersoll. Listen, tell people about this financial planner. It's going to help them. They might lock arms with you, and y'all on a journey together to financial freedom. It really, really helps. So then in October, we have our holiday budget tracker. This is the time you want to start making plans to deal with your holiday budget. Then in November, we have money flows to people who respect it. Treat every dollar like it's related to a billion. Just because you're only saving $20 here, $30, $50 there, doesn't mean it doesn't matter. It matters. Every cent matters. And so you need to treat every cent, every dollar, every penny like it's related to a billion. Then we get to, that was November. So in December, it says, go the extra mile. It's never crowded. I already told you, don't be normal. Be extraordinary. Be amazing. And then December, this is by Rodney and I. We say this all the time. Remember, you have to stay on task and on budget. If you fall off, get back into it. Start looking at your budget again. It's never too late to start to do this. We're going to have to manage our money all the days of our life. Be good stewards so that we could give back, so we could pour into others, so that we can be a change agent. We can help others. That's what we're called to do. So that is the planner in a nutshell. I'm really glad to be showcasing this with you guys. And I thank you so much for being here, for rocking with me. Order your planner today. She is ready. 10% off through January the 28th. Her cost is $50. If you want a name decal, that is an extra $10. So the planner with the name decal will be $60, and we are shipping right away. So please order your planner today. There are limited quantities because after the 28th, we will not be making any more for 2023. All right. Anything else, please put your comments down below. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. Look for the link for the monthly planner. It will be somewhere in the description box below or up in the cards. And yes, if you want that one, it is also going to be $50, and the decal will be $60 with where you can get your name on it. And I'll just we have some goodies that goes into the boxes to our first 25 clients. They will be getting some goodies. So stay tuned to my Instagram page at RnB Collective so that you can find all the things that will be in your planner box for our first 25 subscribers. All right, you guys, stay tuned. We're going to be announcing that budget club. We want you guys to be a part of it. Remember to always stay on task and on budget, and we will see you in the next one. God bless.